Hello. That sounds good, man. What's up, guys?
What you been up to, man?
I've been working like a dog. It's been a long.
You can tell you've been training, man. Some of your baby fat got knocked off a little bit.
Dude, I've been getting my butt kicked by everybody.
That's what I'm afraid of, dude. I'm afraid of it because that's why I haven't been training, man.
Straight up, like, I'm gonna be able to, at the end of this. At the end of this, if I make it through to my 2nd degree black belt, I'm genuinely gonna be able to say I'm Gary, I'm AJ, I'm Stan, I'm Ryan, like I'm taking a piece of all of you guys, of all your classes, you know, and you guys are training me. You guys are preparing me for battle, man. And I can't tell you how, like it feels good to be part of that. Like you guys are doing that for me. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Does that
dude.
make sense?
You've been training hard, dude. I know that for a fact. You just been, you've been grinding, man.
Thanks, man.
But that's what you got to do right around now, you know?
I'm going to be honest with all you guys, okay? And I think that's the only way to do this.
We're going to punish the shit out of you, dude.
It hurts, dude.
Yeah, I can imagine. Why do you think it gets in the back of my head?
There's days where I wake up and I'm just like, holy hell, what just happened to me?
So that's the reason why you stay training.
Yeah.
For that reason right there.
But
because now you have to play catch up to you know?
But it's like, how do you say, like I still feel good on the mat. Like it's still there. It's we got to build up, you know.
You know what's nice is because I've seen you train, and what's nice, and it happens to me too when I train in like for a couple weeks, but you don't lose like how to control your breathing.
No, it's still there.
Still there. It's just you're out of shape.
Yeah. Like, well, because like
I wouldn't say you're out of shape now.
No,
like,
well, what happens is like when you push on the gas, like I'll give you an example. Like you did like 2 weeks ago, you started like you have like different topics that you do, right? And then you work like a whole seg weight, and then you switch gears and you go to something else. But in those 3 weeks, it was like a ton of kicks, like ton of kicking stuff. And like towards the second week, I was like I'm liking this now. Like the first week, I was like, oh damn, like this and that. I was like worried that like because I have some injuries like L4, L5, bulging discs and stuff like that, sciatic nerve pinch. Got advanced arthritis on my feet from all the kicking and stuff in the past. And it was always in my mind, like, dude, is this gonna flare up? Is this? And then like after that first week, I was like, okay, I've been doing this smart. Like I'm good. So that second week, I started
messing with my headphones, dude. These drop down on my head.
I started picking it up on the second week, and then by the third week, I was just like slamming, like boom, boom, and I was like, okay, I'm not breaking myself. This is good. We're heading in the right direction.
Well, that's the variations of my classes that I like. How I teach. I don't know. That sounds egotistical. But I'm an old guy, so I teach a little.
There's still ego in there?
There's a little bit burning in here, dude.
Yeah, still.
I get
a little smoke?
Yeah, I get a little. There's a little fire. Yeah. Don't mess with the smoke, dude. The smoke, you fan it too much.
Yeah.
But I train differently now. Train much differently. Even the past 6 years, I used to train really hard. Oh, you did too. All of us did.
That's why we're all broken.
Yeah. And that's what happened. I broke myself, and then all of a sudden now.
How do you say this? Like, you can train hard, but you just have to train smart. You know what I mean? Like just because you're training hard, it doesn't mean that you're gonna break yourself. You could train hard and just be really smart, and that's what I've been learning a lot. I've been learning a lot.
I gotta be honest with you though. I think you need to break yourself a little bit.
No, I don't agree with that.
I think you need. I wouldn't say break yourself, but you need to feel the hurt.
No. Oh, so, okay. So let me differentiate between what I'm saying. So yeah, it's gonna hurt. Of course, your lungs are gonna scream. Your muscles are gonna burn. You're gonna feel pain. You're gonna embrace that grind. Like it's a grind. You know what I mean? When you're sparring, when you're doing groundwork, when you're doing self defense, like you know, you get hit. You get like that's fine. Like that's part of the game. Like I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about like a real injury. Like for example, my L4, L5 disc in my lower back.
Bulging.
That's not gonna get fixed unless I get surgery. Like that's done. Like that's where it's at unless I get surgery. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like you know, the way my feet react to like maybe a couple weeks of just kicking. Like that's not gonna get back. That's advanced arthritis. That is what it is. There could have been smarter ways of me approaching that training when I was going hard back then, like from blue to brown and black. I could have done different things that I wouldn't have to be suffering through right now.
I got arthritis in this shoulder and both my elbows. And then my hands, I'm starting to get carpal tunnel.
Yeah. That's from your work, though, because you use your hands a lot at work.
Yeah. And then my knees are basically no cartilage. I either have to get them replaced eventually or I got little knock knees, dude. And then, knock knees. And then my feet are flat and they're pretty much broken, too. And I have a sciatic nerve that catches on every once in a while if I train too hard. And then my feet go numb, dude, and I can't feel my feet.
Yeah, so the stuff that we went through. We've been at this for a long time, 15 years plus. So the stuff we went through, if we don't bring it to our students and correct the stuff that we would have done or how we would have done it, that's our bad.
Yeah, I guess that's
because they're trusting us. At that point, they're trusting us. So we could train hard. We just don't have to break each other.
I used to like to break people, to be honest with you, yeah. and you don't need to.
No, you don't need to.
I've learned that, and that's a hard lesson.
It is.
You know,
well for us, it was a very real, physical, long learned lesson.
So are you dieting, dude?
The good thing, I just eat a ton of veggies, dude. Like I just picked up my veggie
you guys
intake.
Eat good. You guys eat good. Is it not like my house where we're loaded with sweets and breads and?
Yeah, Gloria does a really good job about what we keep at the house, and then I shop. So she'll give me a list, but then I go get it.
But you guys cook too.
We cook a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
A lot.
I think that's the difference between healthy people and non-healthy people. You cook a lot. So.
Yeah, but you also got to be careful what you cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we eat out
Yeah, your ingredients have a lot to do with it. Yeah. So I'll give you an example. Usually my groceries, the way it looks, it's funny because I always have a conversation about this with the person at the cashier stand. They'll be like, "Are you juicing or are you?" It's like, no, these are vegetables we cook with all the time, And it's usually the amount of vegetables is at least 3 times the amount of bread, meat, and any other stuff.
Your kids walk around with veggies in their mouth like
that's true.
Pacifiers.
Hey man, I picked bell peppers.
I've never seen. I guess I shouldn't say that. I've seen kids eat veggies, but your kids eat like bell peppers walking in the studio.
You know what I made the other day? I sliced onions. I sliced them, and then I just squeezed lemon in them, and let them sit for 15 minutes. And shook them, and then I gave Jimena to try some. And it's just onions, white onion. And she's like, can I have some more? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. I just give her some onions, man.
But that's good. She has a clean palate, dude. I got the worst palate ever, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a new video vlog a little bit to push myself, just kind of to lose some weight. I got to really get into it this year. I'm on a mission.
Hey, you want to lose weight? Just come on the mat with me, man. Help
me out.
Yeah.
When COVID,
you'll burn every class. You're gonna be burning anywhere between 800 to about 1,200 calories.
You're talking to the guy who knows all that stuff. But
I'm telling you,
when COVID's over, I'll come and do all that, and I'll be here 2-3 classes.
I'm gonna tell you like that book told you. Un-F yourself. Okay? You want to do that? Let's go. Un-F yourself. That's what you said last time.
The new book I'm reading by that guy, by Gary John Bishop. Dude, just get that shit done. That's the thing.
Get off your couch and get it done.
But the COVID shit, dude, you know me, dude. I don't leave my house other than to come teach twice a week and go to work.
Hey, so I've been learning a lot about how to take care of myself through this. And a person that's helped me a lot, and I want to say it publicly because he's putting in the work to help me out. I mean, he has no reason to do it. It's not like I pay him. Mr. Omar, dude.
He just likes seeing you in the Speedos, dude.
Actually, he's the one that wears the Speedos. So for you guys that don't know what he's talking about. You're so jealous, dude.
I'm not jealous.
You could come with.
No, I'm not jealous.
It could be 3 of us.
I just don't picture myself enjoying swimming with you guys.
It could be 3 of us.
Looking at Omar's, Speedo, dude.
It could be 3 of us.
I'm just not into that.
Listen, you'll always be welcome. Okay.
I'm just not
so
into that
for you guys at home that don't know what's going on,
I'm jealous.
Because of my back issues, we started implementing swimming into the training. And the training with during swimming has just done tremendous advances for me in training because that day
I will say swimming is pretty amazing.
Not only for your cardio, it's insane, man, and it's just working your whole body. You can't cheat. If you're not swimming, you're sinking. So you're constantly moving. And
I'm buoyant, dude. I just fucking float.
And then Omar comes along with these like workouts, and they're pre-made workouts, and then he just adds stuff to them. So, oh, dude, I get out of there and I am beat. My brain is foggy. And I'm just like done, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
And,
there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool.
Yeah, man. And the best part is being able to shower with him in those warm showers after, overlooking the ocean, dude. Overlooking the ocean.
I bet. Who's the big spoon?
Paseo, if you guys haven't been there, off of PCH, and
I don't have that kind of money to go there and just like chill out over there and go swimming.
It's part of training, dude. You know, you just gotta embrace the grind.
I'll take you to the YMCA over.
Oh man, it's so much fun. So, Mr. Omar, if you're out there listening, thank you so much, man. From the bottom of my heart, I got friends and people around me that care about what I'm doing, where I get, and how my health is, and if I'm going to reach these goals that I set. You know, and they always find a way to help. You know, just like you. Look, you're sitting here across this table from me.
Do you believe in like long-term rest? Like,
what does that mean?
Like,
I don't know what that means.
Because I know you're like me, who doesn't really sleep a whole lot. You just get
I like to sleep. I do like to sleep, but once I'm up, I'm up. Like, I'm not messing around.
My biggest problem lately is like I think I've taken too much rest.
That can happen.
Where I've gotten lazy.
Yeah, you get lazy and you start hibernating.
Like I don't, I get up so early all the time that on the weekends it's like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep in. And I never used to do that before. And that's just bugging the crap out of me.
Hey, so this past weekend, on Sunday, I fell asleep on the couch, and Gloria just let me sleep. And,
that's good,
and I think I slept for, like, no joke, like an extra 2.5 hours. And I woke up all scared, like, dude, what time is it? We're like, we're the kids. And Gloria's just looking at me. She starts laughing. She goes, what's up? I go, how long did I sleep for? She goes, about 2.5 hours.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God. She goes, I figured you needed it because she's seen me train more too and stuff, and I'm getting beat, dude. And that's what it is. It's just like I need a little bit extra rest.
Well, that's why I asked because I'm
getting older too. I'm 40,
I've never
man.
been one to be like, dude, this 40's nothing, dude. 40's nothing.
It doesn't feel like that though. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. It just does not
feel
like that.
When I hit 40, I never got any like bad. Well, I guess I have had bad injuries, but I've always been able to like bounce back. I hit 40, dude. I was like,
that's because you stopped.
No, I didn't stop, dude. I didn't. When I hit 40, it's just before I had cancer, dude.
Oh, okay.
So it was like I did not stop. I was forced to stop.
Well, there's a major reason why there. I mean,
dude, and then I got my second degree, and then I had to stay on it, and I had to, teach. I had, all that stuff. But but that's just an excuse. I'm sorry. I know I have a lot of ailments, but dude, that's just an excuse because I think I can overcome any of that when it comes to physically stuff.
Is that the book talking right now?
No, that's me. I've always been that way, dude.
Okay.
It's always been somebody tell me I can't do something. I'm like, that's why half these guys around here are all like, oh, Gary's a jerk, because you know what? I had to leave my mark, dude. It's like when
people are starting to forget.
Nobody's forgetting.
I'm just saying.
Nobody's forgetting.
Word on the street is, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Word on the street is.
I'm not saying nothing.
I bump them and they all call foul.
I'm not.
Dude, this is like playing basketball with a bunch of pros.
Hey, we were talking about.
You hurt me.
We were talking about the ego and it's just smoldering, and now it's becoming I could see it coming to flame right in front of me.
I got a huge ego when it comes to this stuff, especially this stuff, because it's like I do not like people telling me.
Hey, listen, it's cool to remind everybody you teach every now and then, and just let them see you do what you do. You know what I mean? That's fun. It's cool.
That's why I carry a knife.
That's cool.
Remind these mothers. Boy, I oughta.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been super cold lately, man.
Today, it was a beautiful day. It was like sunny out there. It was beautiful.
It was 70-some degrees where I was at today, and I was like, man. In fact, I walked out of my house and I came here and I was thinking, oh man, it's beautiful. I got here, I was like, oh man, I had to go scrounge in my car for an extra sweatshirt.
This morning I dressed my kids all warm. Like they look so cozy and they look cool. Like I dressed them up right, took them to school, and I was like, why did I dress them up too warm? I was like, damn it. All right, well, I missed the point.
Well, being able to take off and layer down is easy.
I missed the target on this one, so I was driving away, and then I was like, man, the day's beautiful, right? I get here, it's working. I get a phone call. Miss Christina's car died, and she's calling me asking to see if I can drop her off because they were taking her car somewhere to get
fixed.
Yeah, or whatever. It was the battery. They're just charging it, but they had to take the car to go get charged somewhere. I was like, yeah, I'll head out there. And I'm driving down PCH. It's like 2 miles away from here. Driving down PCH, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to go pick her up. It's a beautiful day. I want to go cruise, man.
It was nice. Dude.
I was on PCH just looking left and right. It's just like amazing, man. Just beautiful.
Yeah, it was like that at work, dude. I'd go for a walk, and I'd be like, oh, damn, I don't want to go back to work, man. Sometimes I'd sneak out and...
Dude, Huntington Beach is gorgeous, man.
Huntington Beach is gorgeous during the day. I work in Garbage Grove, dude, and that's like...
Garbage Grove.
That's something totally different, dude.
Garden Grove is nice. What are you talking about?
Garden Grove is not... Okay.
Hey, listen.
I know you want to live there, but...
Listen, it's all relevant to relative to, like, what you know, right? Like, you've known just, like, silver and gold spoons all your life, so, you know...
Silver and gold spoons?
Garden Grove, to me, looks like, man, that's like, man, you hit the jackpot, you know what I mean?
Dude.
Compared to the places I've grown up in, you know what I mean? All I'm saying. So, listen, so I go and run some errands, and as I heading back...
You
right,
lived in a house your whole life, right?
Hold on.
Your whole life, right?
Hey, look.
I live in apartments, dude.
Listen.
I got help from the government, dude, so... Yeah.
Hey, so I hit him up and see if he wanted a coffee, right? And as I'm driving back, I park, I get off, and I'm like, what happened? It's like I'm in the mountains with ice around me.
Literally dropped like 40 degrees.
Yes, it's freezing.
I can say easily 40 degrees.
Outside of the studio right now, it is freezing. Luckily, they're bringing down the roll-up door, and they're turning on the Dragon.
I think it's the wind around
crazy,
here.
Dude.
Yeah, because I walked out of my car getting here, and I was like, I made a mistake. Like you just said with your kids, I was like, because I can't afford to get sick, dude. I get sick like easy, dude. So it's like, dude, this COVID shit has been crazy, dude. I've lost 5 friends in the past 6 months, dude. Just people that I've known. I got a call this weekend from a friend about this kid that I coached travel baseball with.
Oh no.
He's only my son's 30, probably 31, and he passed away. Yeah.
At 31.
Yeah, and his grandparents that he lived with helped take care of. They both have it, so it's like. So I'm thinking of them, praying for them, Joe and Lil and CJ.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, I know, man. And then a guy who lives down the street from my dad, who I grew up hanging out with and stuff. He's always a hood kid, He's always still lived in the same area. Saw him 1 week. Next week, I heard he passed, dude. Just another guy. John Reynolds, police officer in Garden Grove, used to work closely with him, buying ammo for them and buying things for them and stocking it and doing all kinds of stuff for them. And he just passed away from complications of COVID. Dude, it's crazy because I feel like I've been kind of away from it, and in the past 6 months, it's just.
Well, the truth is, I believe that the circle for everybody, for all of us, it's getting closer.
Closer.
Like I got a call this morning. One of my uncles lost his dad, and I haven't called my uncle yet because I just don't have the heart, man. He's gonna
hard.
We lost my tia Eva, not too long ago, and now he's losing his dad. It's like how much can he go through, in such a short period of time? And so I got to make that phone call between today and tomorrow morning sometime. And it's just like I'm dreading it, to be honest. Like, and it had to do with COVID. He lost his dad to COVID.
Yeah. It's hard, man. Death is hard. I've lost a lot in the past 7 years. For 6 years, I was having death a year in my family. All older people, My mom was kind of crazy. How she passed.
All the bad weeds, man, are hard to die, hard to kill.
Dude, but
it's all the good people.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's what I used to tell my mom. I always thought I was gonna be dead by like 25. She'd be like, "You're just like projecting that onto yourself. You gotta like chill the hell out because you're just projecting." You out of that.
Yeah, because you can make that happen.
Yeah.
You're confessing it with your mouth.
And I actually think it was like going that direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
25 was crazy for me. I had a lot of fun at 25. I don't know why 25, but I did. Would you consider getting the vaccine?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Hey, like you said. I'm going to quote you right now. How do you say it? I've put worse shit in my body, an extra shot, whatever. No, look, this is the perspective I have.
I'm actually glad to hear that.
I'm saying that because that's funny.
Right.
But the truth is this. So, in all the trips that I've done around the world, I've been around. You know, I've been around the block. And every time I went somewhere exotic, quote unquote exotic, from the African region to the just anywhere like deserts and stuff, like I always had to get vaccines. And like I put in perspective, I once had 19 vaccines to go to this destination that I was going to. That was one trip.
Wakanda.
And I'm thinking like, wait a minute, like let's put this in perspective, right? That was probably a bad choice, but I was a lot younger, right? Now it's just one shot. You know, I honestly, if it's going to protect ultimately my parents, my family, and the people that I encounter every day, sure.
So, and your dad could probably attest to this, and your mom. I was talking to my mother-in-law, and she was like, I grew up in a time, because she's 80 something, and she was like, I remember smallpox. I remember this and that people died from, just because there was no vaccination back then. So she's like, of course I'm going to take it, you know, and she likes to live, so she's like,
man, you know,
I ain't going anywhere.
I like breathing. Breathing's cool.
Breathing's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, we've said this. This is, you know, these times right now are not easy for anybody, you know, but breathing's cool, you know, especially if you tread the water long enough where you see the other side of this coin and things get better, then you're going to be like, you know what? I'm glad that I did what I could to stay healthy, to fight this, you know what I mean? Like it's cool, man.
So yeah, so I told myself this 2 years ago. But of course I've kind of procrastinated. So my 49th birthday is coming up, like
49th?
Real quick, dude. But I said by 50, I would lose 50 to 60 pounds. And that was 2 years ago. I said, I'll give myself 2 years. That's plenty of time.
So how are you going to do it? Now you got to cram it.
Now I got to cram it, dude.
Not only that, it's February. And if you guys recall at home, Gary promised that we would be a different, what do you call it? For the podcast. We would be in different... like
tier, dude, yeah. So, yeah, I'm pushing right now.
So
hopefully today.
So right now we're on YouTube, and then we were gonna be like on what else?
Once we get on to Anchor.
Anchor. What else?
Anchor jumps to Spotify. Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. See, so everything is the same. I'm just reminding them because, you know, I mean, I just want to make sure that we're gonna reach our goals and that we're keeping each other accountable. So, you know, and I'm sure that they're looking for those different...
So I'm on Anchor.
Okay.
So
we're working on it. We'll keep you guys posted.
We need to, because... So I listened to our podcast. I've been trying to... you mentioned it to me that every once in a while you'll go back and listen to some other stuff. So I went from 1, 2, 3. I started watching...
Our beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's got to be interesting, because I
couldn't watch the first one all the way through, because it was so boring, and so I can understand why people are probably like, oh, God, these guys are just got...
These guys are idiots. What are they doing?
Yeah. But I will say, by episode 9, we started loosening up. We just started farting around and getting a little better.
I think we should leave those up, though.
Oh, no, of course.
I think we should leave them up, because like at some point... like we're just gonna be so much better at this, and we're gonna have better content.
Point of reference.
Yeah, and then you look back and you're like, look, that's what we were. Everybody starts somewhere. You know what I mean?
But there's certain things I'm working on. We need a promo for that, and we need an intro, a better intro. Even though you did
I like
great.
the intro. I love to dance with it.
You did great with the intro, but I think what I'm gonna do with that intro is make it just liven it up a little bit. I'm trying to figure that out. I've been working on trying to figure that out. We'll see. That one right there, I might have to spend money. That's on me. I'm gonna get that intro.
So since we're having a conversation amongst friends, that's the only thing that scares me when you say I'm gonna try, because it's probably not gonna happen if you're gonna try. No.
That's not how I mean try this.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay, cool.
But it's a matter of us going on to Anchor first. That was my main. Okay. I'm gonna do things in increments. I'm not somebody like you who goes like, "Oh, let's go here, let's do that."
Oh no, I was just basing off the. That's okay. I respect that. I respect that. I was just basing off the conversation you had in our last podcast saying that by February we would be in these different things. That's all.
It's only February 2nd, dude.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been here.
Okay.
So,
I'm just basing it off of that. That's it.
And you know what I base off of? That you like to shower with guys and swim in Speedos.
What's going on? Are you feeling attacked right now?
Yes.
You are? Okay. I'm sorry. That wasn't meant to attack you. It was simply meant as a point of reference.
I've been reflecting. So, you go through therapy. I've been through therapy.
We're doing therapy right now.
Oh, yeah, this is a type of therapy, of course. But I was trying to think of things that set me off and why they set me off. Because you're an asshole. And you love to.
What are you talking about?
You love to get things to get me going.
I was going to say, all you have to do is ask me. I'll give you a list of buttons that I have for you.
No. It's not you who has to tell me. I have to figure it out. That's how it works. You figure it out. And
I can save you time by just telling you.
Dude, I've gotten 10,000 times better, so you don't even have to tell me. I've gotten 10,000.
Hey, there might be some there that you're not seeing.
I see a lot. I know you go, oh, you're jealous. I'm not jealous of shit, dude.
There might be red flags there that you're not catching.
Just like you. Just like you. Egomaniac.
He just called me a name. Look at it. He's just...
There's nothing wrong with thank you for the coffee, by the way.
Listen, all I said
Coffee's delicious.
You're welcome. All I said was red flags. And you call me names. I'm just saying, like, I mean, if we're talking, it's just, just put it out there,
But one of them is starting things. I was making a point.
Okay.
Take it. No, I can't remember my point.
It's like the third name he's called me.
Because I was making a point.
Okay, look, one on my list is that you start things and you don't finish them. Like, that's the top one on my list.
That's true. That's totally true.
I think that's what you're going to talk about right now.
Yeah,
that one was on my list.
Yeah, it's for sure. That's definitely true.
You could have asked me that.
I don't think I don't. My intentions are not to not follow through. I just have like things that just like squirrel. That's better over there.
Okay.
And
that's okay.
And I don't intentionally do it. This is something that has happened to me for a long time, and I think it's kind of hurt myself over the years, where I've gotten better hanging around this guy and hanging around Cook. I'm a lot different person, because I can reflect on myself. A lot of things, things I can do. Now I'm around somebody who's always like, hey, let's just do it.
You know what I think it is too, is that I think that you have two friends that love you enough to tell you. And we know you're going to get mad, but ultimately for us...
But I don't get mad with him because he doesn't tell me like
he's a lot bigger than me because he'll mess you up. I was going to say something else. I totally held my tongue. I know, but it's just, you have two friends that care about you. And we know that we're probably going to get into an argument or something, but whatever. We're friends for it.
But I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I get lost in my own head. Dude, seriously, just lost in my own head.
Why is Rafi so loud?
I don't know, man.
He's the only one that does that. I bet they can hear him. He's
probably got like one student in there right now.
Hey, dude, hats off to Rafi. He's been killing it in that class.
That's good, man. I give him my time. He better be killing it. I'm just saying.
No egos involved, though, right?
Never.
Nothing.
My ego.
Nothing.
Never.
Thank you, Gary, for giving him your time.
I didn't have a choice. You took it.
Oh.
That's all right, because my classes have been fire, man.
Yeah, they have been. You have a lot of the OGs actually on the mat with you.
I'm starting to build it back up, man.
That's good, man.
That's good. Right? Hey, dude, I see some funny shit on Instagram lately, and you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about. Who are you talking about?
I don't want to say names.
Why not?
Because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
I got nothing to hide. Who are you talking about?
It's hilarious, dude.
What? Who?
Never mind.
Okay, so what are you going to say then?
EOs.
All right, you don't have to say names, but just what? What were you going to say?
I just seen some funny shit.
Yeah? Like on what? Like Facebook?
No, IG, Instagram, for sure.
Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, there's...
TikTok.
I don't go on TikTok, so I don't know what that is, but...
Oh, don't worry. Chinese aren't going to get you.
I thought TikTok was like a dancing thing, wasn't it?
Nah, TikToks is just like short videos and clips that you put together.
You can do that on Instagram.
You get like 30 seconds. Yeah. But TikTok's
But I thought a TikTok, wasn't it like a music thing, TikTok? No?
It started out as more of like a video. Just get creative.
Got it.
But everybody uses it for like dancing videos. And,
Got it.
You know, that shit, dude.
What was that?
My little dance, dude, I want to do on TikTok. Wear a little hat.
Speaking of hats, where's that hat that you always? That hat's cool, man. You should wear that more often.
I don't know if I'm gonna wear it anymore because I just.
What are you talking about? You're acting so weird. What are you talking about?
Because I got an ego. Hey, I got a haircut the other day.
You're all over the place right now. Is it the coffee?
It's the coffee, dude.
Dude, you're bouncing like I don't even know if they can keep up with so many topics. Okay, so wait, let me back up a little bit. So you mentioned something about ridiculous things that you've seen on TikTok and Instagram, and then you kind of skipped through that.
Because I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay, you don't want to talk about it. Okay, we can skip this. Okay, and then now you're talking about a hat that you don't like anymore, that you don't want to use. It's like one of those.
Oh, it's a great hat.
What's that hat called? I always forget the name of that hat. It's such a cool hat. There's a show of it.
That's my favorite hat. It's a Peaky Blinder, right?
There you go, Peaky Blinder.
That's the name of the show.
Yeah, but I think the hat's called a Peaky.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't want to use that hat anymore.
No, I'm gonna use that.
You are gonna use it.
It's one of my freaking favorite hats.
Okay, but a second ago you said that you didn't want to use it
I
anymore.
don't want to use it because I saw somebody wear one on Instagram.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what you're talking about because you're not talking about it. So we're gonna skip that.
We'll skip that.
And then now you
I
went
don't
to.
want to talk about that.
Okay, now you went to. Dude, you're all over the place.
You got me coffee.
You
dude.
said strong coffee.
I'm good. I love it, dude. I love it. This is what you get, dude. This is what you get, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? I mean, you see me drink alcohol, and alcohol does the reverse effect.
It puts you to sleep.
Boo-boo-boo!
Yeah,
and
I don't
give
like
me
that.
Some coffee, dude.
I didn't like that. You know what? You had an Irish coffee that day that we were doing that.
Yeah.
It didn't totally put you asleep. I'm like, what is going? That'll never happen again. You're never having any type of alcohol or anything while we're talking.
I love alcohol, dude.
I bet you do, but you're not gonna have it while we're talking. It totally puts you to sleep. It turns you into someone else, completely.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink alcohol.
It literally hits the off button.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's really.
When I was younger, it hits the off button now. When I was younger, I was like, chingazos, yeah. Dude, that's what made me. I got in a lot of fights.
You were angry drunk?
I was an angry drunk. Yeah. Well,
I went through that a little bit.
Well, I grew up with angry drunks. So,
got it. Oh, I see.
So I
that's
kinda,
what you knew.
Yeah, you know, that's what I knew.
Yeah.
But as I got older, especially once I had cancer and everything was ripped out, dude, it's like, hey, give me a sip of that. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Hey, so like you had, we talked about this, about like immortality, right? When you went through your cancer stuff, like, and after, okay, so after the fact, the aftermath. Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing like anything like ayahuasca or anything like that, like to kind of dig into that? Or are you not into that stuff? For people at home that don't know what that is, it's kind of like dealing with like psychedelics and stuff.
Yeah.
What they're doing right now is that they're looking into using some of that stuff for therapy, different types of therapy and stuff like that.
CBD type stuff.
No, like So like
hallucinogenics.
Yeah, like the ayahuasca one in particular. It's like
that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
yeah, that scares the shit out of me. Hallucinogenics.
I don't mean like like on the street or something. I mean like in a control, like somebody that's licensed and.
I tried long time ago. I was probably 17. Tried some shrooms at Disneyland. Whoa. Yeah.
At Disneyland?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was an experience.
Did you go on Alice in Wonderland?
No, you know, I'm an emotional guy, right?
Wait, you're 17? How did you even get that stuff?
Oh, man. I was around all that stuff, dude. Yeah. You want some? I can probably get
No, I'm good. I'm asking.
You got to know the right people, dude. You just got to know the right people.
I'm asking because I'm sure that we're all curious. I'm curious. I'm sure they're curious at home.
Take it easy, El Chapo. I know you.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You're
I'm
at
asking
strip
you.
clubs with, doing way worse than me.
Wow. Okay. So let's go back to this Disneyland day when you were 17 and you had.
Dude, I cried.
Some magic mushrooms.
I cried. It just the emotions of it.
It was just too overwhelming.
Really
but what did it do though? Like, what did you feel?
First, it makes you feel real.
Big?
No, I wouldn't say big.
Yeah, probably not.
Like happy-ish.
Okay.
Like a good.
So still small, but just happier?
Yeah, just happy.
Got it.
And just like a good feeling, you know.
Okay.
But shit can go like
South, real quick.
turn,
Yeah.
dude. Like you could see things move that you weren't like.
At Disneyland, why Disneyland? That's gotta be pretty
Dude,
overwhelming.
I went with a friend.
It's gotta be overwhelming, though, right?
Maybe a family member, but
There's somebody under the bus right now. Somebody at home is getting in trouble. Hey, so but why Disneyland? I mean, that place has got to be pretty like nuts.
yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Just stupidity and young. Because these guys are experienced and, you know, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Sure. Yeah.
So what do you remember what you felt like?
Scared shitless, dude. Just things moving. Felt like people. I'm already paranoid as it is, dude. I don't need to feel that like people know. Like, you know.
17, that's really young. You could have gone into like psychosis, dude.
Yeah, no.
That's powerful, like for a 17-year-old.
I know people who have, dude. Who never really got out of it, dude.
Yeah, think
Dude,
about it. Your brain's not developed till you're like 24 or 5 or something like that, 26?
My dad's brother, dude, used to think that. So I kind of grew up in Garden Grove area, right? And anybody who grew up in the 80s that had the guy that was riding the bike with the fucking, he made a cone hat so he can contact the aliens, and he'd ride, and he had wings on his bike because he had a bad LSD trip when he was like 19, 20. He went to Vietnam, came back, did whatever, and my dad's brother.
Really?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, that's your uncle?
Yeah. Well, no, my dad's brother.
Yeah.
Not my uncle. Step.
Got it. But you weren't close to him.
Oh, hell no. It freaked me out, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Heck yeah, dude.
That sounds like fun. Think about it. Like he's like.
I already felt like the little bean in the white.
Like he's your uncle, and he's like driving around this little bike with like thrusters in the back.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah. All that, dude.
And then like aluminum hat.
No, I wasn't.
Or
It
foil,
was kind of
aluminum foil hat.
embarrassing, dude. It was.
It sounds like fun though. Think about it.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was having a blast. No.
No, dude.
He was
You hear all
troubled?
these people with conspiracy theories and shit?
Was that him?
He was like that.
Yeah,
Dude.
so he was troubled.
So when I hear all this now with people's conspiracies,
But you're into it now.
I wouldn't say I'm into it, dude. No,
You were like 2 episodes ago.
It depends on what I'm doing, you know? It depends on what I'm doing.
Oh, that's funny.
I wouldn't say.
But was it because of Nam, or was it because like
I think it was a little bit
drugs?
everything.
Oh, got it.
I think it was a little bit
Got
of everything, dude. Come over our house and be like, I'm going to build a spaceship out in your backyard because you have a huge yard. And I'd be like,
He's telling you.
yeah. Like, what the hell?
What do you say to that?
What do you say to that?
Did you
dude,
tell-
when you're
did you
like
tell your-
9 or 10, dude?
Did you tell your dad?
Yeah, I was like, this fucking Alan's crazy. He was like, oh, I know, just let him be. Just keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't like wander off.
Oh man, how's he doing now?
My dad said that.
Oh, you haven't seen him? Like you really don't? You're not close to him at all.
No, not at all. My dad said that he's kind of better.
Oh, good.
Like
Something happened.
Something happened, and he kind of like.
Maybe he just got off the the angel dust.
I think he was probably freaking doing something, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking smelling gas fumes or something. Just.
That's good. Listen, if he's doing better, that's good. That's a good
That's
thing.
what my dad said. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And peace to everybody, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just remember as a kid seeing that shit, you'd be like,
I'm staying away from drugs.
Yeah.
I ain't touching drugs.
I ain't touching drugs.
Yeah. We used to have, when I was a kid, we used to have these programs, like Dare. Obviously, like a lot of people know the Dare program.
Yeah.
And then there was like a dog. Like a
McGruff.
Did you?
McGruff the crime dog.
Yeah, take a bite out of crime.
I knew it was. I was a little older than you, so I didn't.
And then we had like we had like a designated officer for like our track, and there was a officer Puga.
I know a couple Pugas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude was like we were like scared. Like we respected him, but we were kind of scared of him.
My buddy who I coached with, his dad was a police officer for years, and his last name's Puga. Dude.
And we're so stupid when we were kids, man. Like
kids, you still are.
You got me, man. I am so stupid. No, I just remember being so disrespectful to him in the sense that like a bunch of the kids, because we were all kind of scared, so we'd go like up to him and like in a group of like 5 or 6. Officer Puga, like how many people have you killed? Like I don't even know why people were asking that, and I remember it clearly, and I remember him not reacting negatively to that. Like he's like, hey guys, here, let's all have a knee, like take a knee, and like he talked to us about it. And he's like, look, people that are in uniform, you don't ask those questions because sometimes you have to, like he just broke it down, like you have to make hard decisions.
Good. That's good.
And then like after that, we stopped bothering him about it, but you remember just the stupid things you did. Like these guys are spending their time, they're probably donating their time to like do something in the community, and then here we are asking the stupidest questions or putting them in situations where like it's like, dude, they don't need that, you know what I mean?
See, I was never an asshole to like people.
Well, I mean the areas I was growing up in, I mean
blame it on the area.
You don't really.
I know how that goes. Blame it on the area.
Hey, listen, if I grew up in a place like you where like the streets are paved gold, like dude, of course, I'd be the nicest kid in town.
They were paved gold because I was cleaning them. Me and my family were cleaning them, man.
Hey, so let's switch gears a little bit. Hey, let's go back to these red flags we were talking about. So you said that you were like you know that you were working on the list.
Yeah, my list.
Yeah. And then I said, well, why don't you just ask me? I'll let you copy my list. And you said, no, I've been figuring it out myself. And then I interrupted you and we never got back to it.
Sticking to things, doing things, being a better friend.
Okay. Well, you're a good friend.
I think I am a good friend, but I think I can get lost in my own head and...
You can be a jerk sometimes.
And be a jerk.
Yeah. Be insensitive.
I think I can be that way. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. That's not funny because that's one of the ones that gets me really depressed. Like,
does it bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me that I. Get,
like how? Like, give me an example.
Because I try to be funny, and I've told you this. Like, that's like my mechanism. But sometimes my mechanism can just straight out fucking hurt people, dude.
Like being funny maybe at the time that it's not maybe.
Yeah.
But I think most of us like. I think anybody that's close to you would probably know that by now.
Yeah, but...
I mean, it's not an excuse, but we know that you don't mean harm.
I totally agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I know everybody who knows me thinks it's funny, but then afterwards,
you don't feel good about it?
Nah. There's times where you go, I just really didn't have to say anything. or I hurt that person's feelings, maybe at that spot, in that point of time.
Maybe you're being too critical on yourself, you know what I mean?
Maybe, but I think it's a real thing. I think it's don't get me wrong, because I can try to fix it, and I have tried to fix it.
You make it worse.
But I just make it worse. Don't get me wrong. I think me just kind of knowing about it and thinking about it and just letting it be, I think a little easier that way, and I go, I need to just be quiet. I don't need to say anything. But then somebody says something and they're just being stupid, dude. I gotta fucking react and.
So you just jump in.
Yeah, I just jump in.
You have no holding back, huh?
Yeah. I'm like that at work. I'm so bad, dude. I'm so bad, dude.
You work for the city, though.
Yeah. Hey, did you like that joke I sent you the other day?
Which one?
What do 50 lesbians and 50 government workers have in common?
I remember the joke. I don't remember the punchline.
You got 100 people that don't do dick.
That was my fault. That was my fault, guys. I shouldn't have asked.
You set me up. You.
This is true. This is true. I got that joke. I received it, and then I probably didn't even answer to it. Yeah.
That was such a good joke, though. That's such a good joke. That's one of my things too. I always want to do a little bit like stand up, but I'm so all over the place sometimes that I probably couldn't do it.
You'd probably book a show and not show up.
Yeah, I probably would. I'd be kind of like.
Or you probably book a show, show up, and then try to wing it.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. I can wing things better sometimes, but not being prepared sometimes gets me in trouble. That's another thing. Organization, dude. I got everything.
Well, you know what? To be fair, you have ADHD, dude.
Right.
Or ADD. Most people that have that, organization's like all over the place.
Oh, dude.
I've hired someone to help me with that. Like if it wasn't for Christina, this thing would be flipped upside down. If it wasn't for my wife, like it would just be a mess. I got good ideas.
People go,
not the best organized.
People go, man, you should use a calendar. I said, I do. I do.
I tell you that all the time.
4 or 5 calendars, dude. But it still doesn't help. That just doesn't help.
It just creates more of a bundle of.
And then
it's like a cluster.
Then I get anxiety for not checking my. Then I just go like this. Fuck it.
You just don't check anything now.
Then I just go. Because that's what I put the pressure on myself. I think that's what it is.
But pressure's good.
Pressure's good, but not if you have anxiety, dude.
Yeah, but okay. So the anxiety comes from okay, so there's pressure, right? There's probably anxiety before the pressure even. Like there's already anxiety. You put pressure, the anxiety gets worse, right? And then at some point you just like to hell with it, like you said, like to hell. I'm not even looking at that calendar anymore, right? But if you learn how to manage that, the pressure can actually help you move things along.
You know, I was thinking because my therapist said, he goes, you might want to try like ADHD medication, just as an adult, just to see what it would do.
What are they gonna give you?
I don't know, man. A little Adderall. I was like, let's do this, dude. Let's
do Addy? Oh man.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's what scares me, though. See, because I am who I am and where I've gotten to this point in my life.
Well, I mean, at this point,
because my personality is big, dude. My personality is big.
Could you imagine? Could you guys at home imagine Mr. Gary with some Adderall in him doing a podcast?
No, probably not, dude. I don't know. Maybe we'd be like this smart, like in Today in the News, and, type shit, dude. I don't know.
It doesn't change who you are. It just. Well, you know what? I don't know. You know what? I'm no expert. What do I know?
I don't know, dude. My fucking brain fires like this. Yeah. So.
It might just align it up?
Just like connect the dots, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this last week, I got to be honest with you, this last week was a week where I was like really in deep in my head, in the fucking rabbit hole, dude. Like,
yeah?
Like.
You know what I could tell that something was going on? You just disappear.
Yeah, that's what happens. I just disappear.
You disappear.
I don't.
And even when I reach out, you're always very, like, you want to let me know that you're okay. And so what you do to let me know that you're okay is, like, you'll text me back one word. Or you'll text me back a GIF or a GIF. And then so that lets me know, okay, he's okay. He's being extremely short because that's usually not you. He doesn't want to be bothered. He's just letting me know he's okay. And so I'm okay with that. And I'm just like, all right, well, God bless him. I'll pray.
I appreciate that.
I'm like, just like, God bless him. I'll pray for him. He's probably going through something. Because it's not normal for us to go like a week without talking.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be text through there, but when we don't talk on the phone, because usually we talk in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Let's go get it. Whatever it is. Whatever you talk about. And when I don't, I know that you're kind of like doing something, like battling something or doing something.
And that's my own head, dude. That's my own head. I go into this like weird fog. Like, literally. And, like, even my wife and my kids know that, like, you all right? You okay? You know, whatever.
Making me cry. No.
But that's part of my depression, is because I can go into, like...
So you get little bouts like that?
Yeah.
But, like, okay, so, like, you're talking about, like, this depression, right? Like, do you feel sad or do you just feel on energy? Or, like, what do you feel?
I can feel sad. That's when it gets bad. If I feel sad, then I drown in my own pity party, dude. I haven't done that in about a year or a half. But I know when I sink and I get into this level where it's just like I'm into myself.
Try to get it before it gets worse?
Yeah. So what I do is I'll watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of comedies, watch a lot of like different things. Try to work out like crazy. Like I start like hulking out, dude, just to get like some positive energy back in me. I think part of it is too, when I got my thyroid ripped out, there's a lot of hormonal shit that goes on with that. So I think that plays into it, and it's like, yeah, dude, it's like when a woman's on her period, dude. That's what I get. I get to the point, but I get in this like vortex, like rabbit hole, dude. I start thinking.
I'm telling you, just disappear.
I do, and you're not the only one who's ever told me that, dude. Yeah.
And I notice it because we talk a lot, and so when I don't, like even if it's just through text, when I don't, like pick up a phone, because usually we pick up a phone and talk, then even if you're texting me, I know something's up. I'm like, something's up with this guy.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like a telltale sign. It's just
I don't know what it is either. I wish I could tell you. Even my docs, like, just gotta roll with it, man. It's not you look too deep into things. You just gotta roll with it. That's just what happens, and let it go.
And we had a date on Friday.
Yeah, I went to my dad's. I didn't get sucked into the vortex, dude. We helped him out. I'm not gonna say why we helped him out because I'll tell you later.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Every once in a while, I got to go down the vortex with my dad and get him back in
line. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's what you do for your family, man. You help each other out.
Well, so the hard part with my dad is he comes to me for emotional shit, and because I'm an emotional guy, I'll hear him out. He needs to go to the doctor. I'll take him. Hey, you doing this? Eating your veggies, saying your prayers. Hey, let's go. What's wrong with you? And my brother's more of the guy about the money. What are you doing?
Organization.
And they butt heads. Dude.
Got it.
So I went over there with my brother and
cool.
Make sure
everything's good.
He's
That's good. Listen, he's your dad. I mean, you're his son. So.
And for the most part,
it's good that you're there.
For the most part, he's being good. He's just a little lonely sometimes. So,
Which is to be expected. I mean, come on.
Well, he's pretty good at this COVID thing, dude. I thought he was going to be like a jackrabbit, dude, just out and about catching COVID, dying on me. And dude, he won't leave his house. So I think he's afraid because he's got a lot of ailments too. So I think he's
treated it with respect.
Yeah, I think he's a little shell shocked, dude. Yeah. A little shell shocked. But I have been watching a lot of Netflix, dude.
Hey, so I hit you up on maybe Friday night, and I was watching the show. It blew my mind. So, I think it's called Operation Odessa.
You text me and I was out cold. I was asleep. That's why I would text you back.
Like at 2 a.m?
I put okay.
Yeah.
I was out cold.
That let me know he was okay, and he just didn't want to talk. So I was cool. I was just throwing that out because the stories of this documentary were so absurd.
They were absurd.
There's no way they were real, but they were.
So
there's documentation that shows this stuff was real.
And I wrote it down. Dude, I have it right here. I wrote it down and said, I got to watch this. All right?
Did you watch it?
I watched it, dude. Yes. I watched it.
Okay, so just for them to know at home,
yeah.
Operation Odessa, Netflix. Insane. It's about Miami in 1980s?
80s.
Yeah,
early
1980s. Early 90s. Insane. And it's 3 friends that did business together all around the world.
I think even some of their stories have been in movies.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because there's some stuff that aligns with some of those movies. Yeah. These are true stories. These are. This is a documentary. There's proof of it. There's pictures. There's film of it. They do business with cartels. And it doesn't start that way. It starts very innocent, and then it gets really crazy, and it just
strip clubs.
It's a progression of how these people
Russian
live.
Military, dude. It's what the hell?
Deals with the cartel and the Russians. That's pretty much Russian government. It's just insane. You guys got to see it. It's very entertaining.
It's hilarious, dude. Yeah. It actually, there's times where
it's hilarious. A little scary.
I was like,
there's no way they're gonna pull that off.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
But he's like, I know.
What'd you think?
I thought it was awesome, dude. I thought it was funny. I thought it was these dudes live to tell the story, dude. The one guy that rips off the Cali cartel. Woo! The Cali cartel is one of the biggest cartels there ever was, dude. They treated it like a Fortune 500 business, dude. And
just for you guys at home, if you don't know, that's in Colombia.
That dude stole $10 million. He was just fucking.
Yeah, my understanding that's not the case anymore. That the Colombians aren't the big guys on the block.
This is a Mexican.
Is it?
Oh, fuck yeah,
I don't know nothing.
You're a front.
I don't know nothing. But yeah, my understanding was that the Colombian cartels weren't really the people controlling everything anymore. But during the time that this happened, was it Operation Odessa?
Yeah.
That's who was in charge, and they were dealing with them and the Russians at that time.
So watch this, and then go back and watch all the narco stuff, dude, and then you'll be like, "Whoa, oh, okay, I get it."
Blows you away. But they do it in a way that, their lives were at every point and every turn were at risk. But they do it in a funny way. It's like funny.
It's about these 3 guys, right? And they all eventually backstab each other in the back. But they're like, I love that guy. Yeah. That fucking guy is awesome. I love that fucking guy.
And when it ends, we still do business with each other. We're just like, what? You guys are insane. No, stay away from each other. Oh,
but
God.
He goes, comrade, can we buy a sub? I don't know. Let me call you back. Yeah. Calls back. How many do you want? I was like,
the guy's like,
oh, the helicopters, dude. I was like,
dude, there were just helicopters. With missiles or without missiles. What? It's like, what?
And the guy was like, we'll sell them to you. It's a lot of money. And they're like, oh, really? Like $500.
I think it was like, yeah, $500 or $600 bucks.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, give me like 10 of them. They were like, and the Russians were like, oh my God, really?
Really? And then they bought a plane to carry them in. Yeah. So they put the helicopters inside this massive Russian plane.
Yeah.
And they bought that too.
Yeah, they bought that too. I was like,
how's that happen?
Dude, only in Florida.
Dude, Florida's wild.
Florida is wild, dude.
I was trying to tell Jacko this. He doesn't understand, dude.
Jacko would fit into Florida.
Dude, he loves Florida.
He loves Florida.
We were just talking about flights being $67 round trip. I was like, Jacko, let's think about this for a second. $67 round trip to Florida. Are they even gassing up? Like, how do you,
is there even a real pilot in there?
Like, how do you cover those costs?
It's just one of the stewardesses.
Just in fuel alone, how are you going to make it there?
Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. Florida's crazy.
Listen, $67 round trip to Vegas? Maybe. To Florida?
Yeah.
It's like,
that's what I've spent to go to Vegas, dude. If I could go to Florida?
One way.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's all about it. I'm like, all right, more power to you, Jacko. We love you.
The one time I went to Florida with my parents and my grandparents, I was 18, just graduated. Said, we're doing a big family trip to Florida. I said, cool, let's go. So we did a cruise in Florida, went to Disney World, and then flew to the Bahamas, dude.
Damn, that sounds amazing.
It was good. It was like $67. Seriously, back like in the 80s, it was a weird.
That's funny.
My parents got like a weird deal or something. Yeah. So we were on this cruise ship, right? And we go to Nassau. We stop at Nassau. This is my dad's story, dude. This is another one of my dad's.
What's that? What's Nassau?
Nassau is like close to like the Bahamas.
Oh, it's like a place.
It's like an island. It's just a little island, like the Bahamian Islands. It's one of the.
Got it.
A lot of shit going on over there. Just like it's close to Colombia and all that stuff.
So like fun stuff, you mean?
It's fun.
Oh, okay.
So we get there, right? My mom goes, "Here's $100." I was like $1 billion back then.
Yeah.
And this is me, hey, my cousin.
$100 is still a lot right now.
Yeah.
For me, it is.
and a friend. They let me take a friend, and so we hit everything. And, we were trying to get some bud over there, but they were like, no.
Wait, how old were you?
17, 18.
Dude, you were causing issues at that time. You were causing problems.
I wasn't causing problems.
No, you were low-key or what?
I was low-key. Everything's low-key, dude.
Yeah?
That's why I'm still alive. You got to keep it low-key.
That's why I'm still alive. Oh, that's
but
awesome.
we get there, and we're like, take us to, like, a place to hang out, party. The driver's like, no, we can't do that right now. And we're like, okay, so why? Why can't we go? He's like, because there's a lice epidemic. If I take you down there, you're probably gonna get lice.
Like lice? Like lice?
Because they
lice?
used to get the dreadlocks and all that. So there was a lice epidemic when we landed on that island, and everybody had shaving their heads. And so
that's a little gross.
It's extremely gross. That's what we were like, take us back to the ship, man. We were like, that's disgusting. I remember going and telling my mom, there's a lice epidemic on the island. That's why you don't see anybody here. And no.
Oh, is that why it was so cheap to get there?
Probably cheap to get there. And she was like, oh, we're getting back on the boat. So we get back on the boat. And my mom's all, I let your dad go with my stepdad. And they're somewhere, Okay, cool. All of a sudden, the ship is 5 o'clock. No one's blowing. Bam, bam, bam.
Well, it's like letting everybody know that they come back?
Come back. We're leaving. We're docking.
Got it.
So we see my grandfather. He was with my dad all day. And we thought. And he comes in, and we're like, yay. So we get on the boat. We start to leave. And my mom goes, hey, Bob, what happened to Mike? Where's Mike? I don't know. I thought he was with you.
Oh, shit.
Dude, he fell asleep on the island. We left him there. He was on like a hammock or something. Out cold because he was drunk. We had to call up and they had to talk to the captain of the ship and they had to send a little dinghy back.
You're kidding.
And then they had
to go get him?
Yeah, and they had to go catch up back to us. They found him asleep on the fucking right where we told him.
He didn't get any lice?
No, he just was drunker than shit, dude. But that's one of my dad. That's how my dad. That's stuff.
Hey, he got lucky that
he didn't get jumped or he didn't.
Yeah, well, that they went back. Organ.
Yeah.
Organ donor.
That's what I mean.
Damn, that's crazy.
They
man.
probably did. Took a little piece of his brain. But
oh, that's funny.
That's Florida, dude. I remember going to like over there
wild,
and be
dude.
like that. Just that whole area is wild, dude. I'd love to go to Miami though. I've never been to Miami. I've been to like just on the outskirts of Miami.
Everybody I talk to says it's amazing, but it's amazing in the sense like it's like a party town.
Yeah.
I don't know that just doesn't really attract me.
Over
anymore.
there is like illegal rich, and over here is like filthy rich. Yeah.
What do you mean by illegal rich?
Like somebody's got over there is all Ponzi scheme guys. And,
Yeah?
and that's how I picture it. Like Florida is just like.
I think there's a lot of money there, or it's expensive there because, or like real estate and all that. Because I think at one point, like Miami Vice era, right? At one point, there was a lot of money going into there that was like money laundering.
Well, yeah,
but you don't think that stopped?
That's where all the people from New York would migrate to retire and.
But
live.
you don't think you think that still goes on, money laundering over there and stuff?
Dude, Florida's the only place you can go freaking see the Tiger King and like everybody's there and you see the Tiger King and everybody within that like 2-mile radius owns like 20 tigers each, dude, or lions and stuff.
This is true. This is true. I can't deny that. This is true. Yeah,
Dude,
makes you wonder, huh?
Anytime you see something wacky go on the news,
So it's
go
Florida.
like this. Bet you it's Florida.
Florida.
Dade County, Florida. I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong. It's probably wonderful. I know a lot of people from Florida.
Hey, but I hear that Disney World, or what's the official name?
Disney World.
I heard it's insane. It's awesome.
So even back then, and that was like in early 80s, 90s, it was pretty amazing, dude. It was pretty cool. But if you're expecting Disneyland and Disney World,
That's
so Disney World, yeah, you get like all the cool stuff, but the customer service is just not the same as like Disneyland of Florida.
Wait. So where's the customer service better?
Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Got it. Is it just because it's like it's
Maybe,
enormous, right?
Maybe it's enormous. Maybe there's a documentary.
Like
about
how
it.
big is? Because I've never been. Gloria's been. I haven't been. How big is it compared to Disneyland?
Huge.
Like
Huge.
way bigger?
So Disneyland is probably only like 2 square miles, right? Where Disney World is its own zip code.
Whoa.
It's like its own county. It's in Orange County, Florida. Yeah.
Got it.
And literally the monorail system goes all over that place for miles, dude. Probably 20 miles.
So you can't see the whole thing. Like you have to be there like maybe a week or two?
You have to be there multiple days easily. Because Universal Studios is on the same, our Universal whatever, Florida. And then they got zoos. They got like 2 major zoos there.
Wow.
Dude, it's huge. It's huge. And you can't be there more than one day. You won't see everything.
You know, I have a hard time visiting places that have crocodiles or alligators in their water.
I'm with you. Dude, and like have like mosquitoes and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, let's make a wish at the at Cinderella's wishing well.
Yeah.
No hand because the gator just ate me. Yeah, I'm not into that either.
Hey, I'm allergic to mosquitoes.
Don't go to the East Coast, dude. Mosquitoes, you think they're bad here? East Coast.
Yeah?
During the summer, because it's humidity. They love the humidity.
Yeah, the other day when we were swimming, we were working out. So in one of the swims, I think Omar thought that I was just trying to like slow down and take a breath. He's like, come on, come on. I'm like, time out, time out. I was like, ah. And he's like, what?
Let me rub it out for you, brother.
I go, I got stung by a bee. And he's like, yeah, right. And he keeps on swimming. And right when I'm about to continue, the big old bee, dude, right there. Like, it was like drinking water, and I guess I disturbed it, and it caught me. Yeah. But the bee didn't do much. Like, I'm not allergic to bees at all. But a mosquito, if that was a mosquito, oh, dude, I would have been in trouble. I get, like, super swelling.
Was Omar like...
Listen, from this point on, you are invited. I don't want you to feel left out. I could feel the jealousy red flag.
So jealousy, dude.
Jealousy red flag. Hey, listen.
Does it look like I like to go swimming?
Hey,
dude?
listen. Hey, you're my friend too, okay? I will share the pool with you. Omar, talk to this guy, man. Oh, man.
I got you, brother.
Hey, speaking of Omar.
Hey.
Omar and AJ have been killing it. We added a class on Saturday. Fight 101.
Oh, yeah.
And that thing has been getting a lot of response, man.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You know, the numbers are going down. Everything's going down, except for the deaths. That's the only number. That's why.
You mean COVID numbers?
COVID numbers, yeah.
Well, let's hope we're going in the right direction.
They say we are, but problem is it's more fatalities now than there was before.
Well, that doesn't sound good, right?
No. I don't know, but they're going to open everything up. Dude, Newsom's running scared right now, and yeah, they got people. They're probably going to recall them, and then that means we have to have a special election.
Let's take a break. I think I blow my nose.
Boogie. Boogie. Yeah, as we get off, Abel was like, "Oh, I gotta blow my nose." He walked out, and all of a sudden he's all. I guess he had to fart. He had to let one go, man. He just didn't want to say that, dude.
You're so ridiculous. So we were saying about.
Yeah.
You're saying like Gavin wants to open everything up because he's feeling the pressure?
Yeah, he's feeling the pressure, dude. They're gonna recall.
You think
him.
so?
Yeah, they're gonna recall him. So that means we'll go into a special election.
Have we had any governors that have been recalled?
Yeah. California's had 2. I don't want to say their names because I'm not.
You're not sure. Yeah, no, it's better not to say if we're not sure.
But what that means is then we have to go back into a vote, and when it goes back into a vote, it means all new candidates come out. So today, a bunch of Trumpsters and all the weird people.
What's wrong with Trumpsters?
Hey man, nothing wrong with them. You like Trump? That's your thing. That's not my thing though. Yeah.
Why are you getting all political?
I love politics, dude, but
Yeah.
I don't like talking politics.
Hey,
I do love politics.
I was telling Dave Cook, Dave Cook had put something on Instagram, and I private messaged him. You've been waiting a long time to say that, huh? It's just like,
Dave is.
I was just trying to poke the bear and see what
That's
kind of reaction.
Bear you can poke right there, especially when
yeah.
it comes to politics,
Yeah.
dude.
I was like, I love you, Dave. That's all I said.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, me and him can go on the rails, dude. If we're lifting, we can just talk about crazy shit, and then all of a sudden we get super serious and start talking about politics and stuff.
I don't like talking about politics.
I
don't like it. It's boring.
Yeah, no. I think if you believe in something, I don't necessarily believe in politics. I believe that we can do the right things with different systems and different regulations. Things don't have to be always regulated. I agree with that. Certain things, you're gonna get me onto a whole.
No. Don't get me wrong. I like to talk about
booty,
who I'm gonna vote for, all that stuff, right? But that's about it. I'm very much involved in voting. I'm very much involved in being up to date with what I'm gonna vote for and who or what I'm gonna vote for. I don't like talking about it.
So
it's not interesting to me.
I will say this:
I'm responsible in voting and making sure that when I vote, I'm informed. But that's it. If it's anything else, if I'm gonna use any time to talk about something that's fun or sexy or whatever, it's about creating something or creating a business or doing something that I love or
one of the things
something
I do
that.
believe in is local politics, because I've been involved with it and different things.
Hey, you should run for mayor.
I thought when I was younger, I thought of running for council or doing something like that. I would do that, yeah. I'd be good at it too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would be your first thing that you'd do?
It would be probably Depending on what city it is. It all depends on the city.
Garden Grove.
Oh, please. That would be like...
What?
I'd be like, transparency.
Oh, yeah?
Let's get some of that going.
Yeah?
All the people that...
Transparency. Everybody loves transparency.
Everybody who like to dig the big man here is going to be looked at because, yeah, I know way much more than people think in Garden Grove. I would...
Okay, how about not Garden Grove? Because this was a little... Hold on. Pump those brakes. How about you were just a king of the land? You are the king of the United States. There's no president. You're the king. We're back to old ages. What would you do? What would be your first move as a king of the land? This is better than winning the lotto if you think about it.
Yeah, no, but kings never last, dude. So
they do if you're a good king.
So
if you're a good king, you'll last. Why not?
You know what I watched the other day?
What?
One of my documentaries, and you got to watch it, dude, is how to do a coup, like, and it goes back to like Caesar, and it goes back to the Romans and the Greeks. And
Did they tell you that you need 6 things?
Yeah, dude, and 6 things that all the freaking Republicans were doing.
See, I thought you were getting interesting, but you're getting political. I was.
It's hard not to get political when we just had a coup at the Capitol.
See, I was talking about the art of war. You're talking about politics, man.
So, see, you're like into the art of like that. I know politics, dude. You would need me. You know why? I'd be like the Gimp in Game of Thrones, dude.
Yeah?
I'd be the guy. I'd be your hand, dude, because you wouldn't know how to do the politics thing.
No?
Dude. No.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm a better person for it. I don't like politics.
Nah.
I don't like politics.
I think everybody has their thing. I don't think I'd be very good at politics. Like I said, I go down rabbit holes and shit like that, and I look out for the little person, man. Seriously.
So that would be your first move. Look
yeah,
out for
I would
the
make
little
sure
person.
everybody was eating. If I had a kingdom, make sure everybody was eating. Make sure kids were safe. Make sure security. Make sure there was a system in place. You know?
Gary for president, man.
I'm just saying. I mean, education. I always fight for education, dude. Dumb people aren't very smart.
Yeah, you see, so like you know how we were talking about winning the lotto, like not too long ago it was like almost at $1 billion, right? $1 billion lotto.
Oh yeah.
And we talked about this, like what would you do with the $1 billion? Like if you won the lotto tonight, like what would you do with that? And then we started talking about it. We were cracking up because you guys should hear the dumb stuff that we were coming up with, and we're like, at the end of it, it was that's the reason why God would never allow us to win the lotto, and that's why we never win. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna win. What are you talking about, dude? That's in my.
You're putting it out there for the universe.
That's in my.
Yeah.
In
your timeline.
It's written, dude.
Yeah.
And so it is written. Dude.
Okay. But we talked about this.
It could mean just $10,000.
Listen, if you won the lotto,
I've won it several times.
We
$5 here.
I know, but we talked about it. If it was like a good jackpot, like let's say $1 million and above, okay. In 2 weeks, my prediction is that in 2 weeks, you would be face down in a ditch.
No. Maybe a younger version of me.
And there would be no money left.
Maybe a younger version
and there
of
would
me.
be no money left.
No. Maybe a younger version of me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd be about...
Would you even get close to going to Vegas? Like if you won the lotto, would you go to Vegas?
Eventually, but... but I wouldn't do it because there's things now, like, there's things now that I'd want to do.
Oh,
I'd want to run Orange County.
Yeah?
I want my family name to be in the books and be something big in Orange County.
Okay.
Seriously, I would. I would want it either some type of center with my mom's name on it, some type of park with their names on it, you know, either Hernandez, Torres, or Patterson, whatever it may be. I would definitely look at scholarships for my young cousins and nieces and nephews and stuff like that, because I firmly believe that if there's a brain cell up here, you need to be educated. You know, you have to be educated. Now, with that saying, you said what I do as a king. I'd make sure that there's apprenticeships. I'd make sure that we had, at one time I knew about 50 plumbers, dude, because my friends grew up and their dads were plumbers and this and that. I don't know them anymore, and none of them wanted to be plumbers, just like I didn't want to be a painting contractor, dude.
Right.
But there's no shame in that. Now that I'm older, I look at it, I'm like, man, I could have really been on my own and done, and I think now that people got to understand you can make a fortune being the guy who is a plumber. You can, become that guy that you want to be doing something that somebody doesn't want to do.
Yep.
And somewhere it got dirty to be hands-on. Somewhere it got dirty to be the guy who just worked his ass off, physically.
Well, we talked about it before. What is it? Bad times create. This is like a recurring thing. Bad times create strong people or strong men.
Dude.
Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and so on and so forth.
When I was younger, I ran a carpet company, and I probably should have stuck with it. But then I wanted some security, and then I moved on to other things.
Dude, I admire, like, when I see, like, Paul Wisdom, for example, and Brett, like, build the stuff that we need, or, like, the engineering behind it.
And they're so...
I'm, like, blown away,
But they're so free because they can do stuff.
They can do stuff.
Yeah.
They don't need to call anybody.
Nope.
They get... Okay, so he taught me how to polish my truck, like, with the... Like, do an actual polish, right? Because I got a bid on it, and I told him how much they were going to charge me. And he's like, hey, well, I can teach you how to do that. He does it to his car. His cars are immaculate.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right, let's get together. We got together on a Friday, taught me how to do it, and now I do it on my own. Now I don't pay someone $375 for a car polish.
So that's what I'm saying. When I was younger, that's why I hate my... I wish I knew I had ADHD back then, because then I could stick to something. Because I'd find a way to stick to something. But when I was a kid, I was always like...
You're just mischievous.
Yeah, let's go that way. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do that. But I loved being a dad at the time. So I at 25, when you're making $25, $30 an hour, that's pretty damn good money in the 90s. Problem is now that I'm 49 and I'm still just making just about that much.
Well, I don't really even think that there's a problem. I think there's a problem with what you're doing, not with what you're getting paid.
No, and I agree.
Yeah, you're not happy with what you're doing.
Right. No, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? That's a big difference.
No. But it lends into how I got complacent. Yeah.
Hey, you want to know how much I'm getting paid here?
Complacence is a bitch. That's on you. Hey, you wanted to do that, dude.
I'm not getting paid anything.
Hey.
The last 8 months.
That's on you.
Nothing.
You want to do that. That's freedom.
But that's my point. Like, it's not what you're getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's what you're doing.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with you. I think you're 100%.
I know that eventually I'll get paid. Right. It is a business. That's what happens. That you have to make a time and money investment, and that's what happens. But it'll be my turn soon.
That's why I'm hoping, like, get a little splash on me.
Hey, you gotta win the lotto, please, Gary. I'm praying that you win the lotto, man. Because I'm not gonna win it.
I win the lotto. You talk about.
Because God knows, if He gives me the lotto, man, I ain't doing nothing good.
You're gonna be talking to like Stan and those guys, and be like, "Hey, what happened to Gary? I don't know, man."
The only good thing I would do is like
he never got back to me.
Literally, just set up.
I think he won the lotto.
Literally set up Black Belt Collective just so it just continues running and it has funds for it to run and nobody has to worry about nothing. That's probably the only good thing. After that, it's going to be all selfish, egotistical stuff that's probably not even healthy for me. So I will never win the lotto. That's okay.
Yeah, see, I got ADHD. I don't think I'd go that far.
No?
I think it's, now that I'm older, I think it's way too much work.
Yeah, it is a little work.
To ruin myself when I can just, like, play Call of Duty for 5 hours.
You know what $1 billion can get you?
$1 billion of trouble.
Like this last jackpot? Yeah, it gets you a lot of trouble. But for me, I would just be happy with just knowing that I'm at peace.
Yeah, that I can pay my bills, dude. I wouldn't even. I
just doing whatever I wanted.
You know what?
I'm at peace. I don't have to. No one's gonna say no.
I know how much my family struggled. I would make sure my brother, my wife's family was taken care of, because they're all teachers and they struggle with money, and I would make sure that they're taken care of. I'd make sure that everybody who touched me in some way was taken care of. Touch my soul, brother.
Got it.
Got it? Not like what you're thinking.
I didn't think nothing. It was just deep. That was cool. Like, touch your soul.
Like a swim on a February morning.
Overlooking the ocean. Dude, that shower, I'm telling you.
I got bitten.
Hey, water's...
I got bitten. You wouldn't know. Guess where I got bitten, Omar?
By the way, it was a bee. Bees don't bite, but I understand what you're saying. It stung me. I understand that that's what you're trying to say, that it stung me.
Yeah, it stung you.
That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because you're confusing people right now.
Maybe it just bit you, dude.
Oh, Gary. Your red flags are showing. So, it's 6:20 right now. You're about to go teach.
Sorry. I was holding it in. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
You're like Jabba the Hutt over there. What is going on with you?
You gave me coffee, dude.
Did you just burp straight into the mic? I'm not going to delete that. I'm not deleting that. I'm not going to edit that. I'm leaving that on.
I really didn't realize I was going to do that. It just happened.
On that note,
hey, man, I don't get embarrassed like you get embarrassed.
Listen, I'm going to join your class, so I need to go change, okay?
Wear your Speedo.
Oh, man, your red flags are just...
We're going to do Mount tonight.
See, your red flags were like peaking. Now they're like totally just... That's all right. He's working on it.
I got you, brother.
6:20. Joining your class. Where do they find you?
Gary H72 on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us on YouTube channel Black Belt Collective, and you can find us on Instagram at Gary and Abel Podcast. Follow us. We need the follows. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Instagram, simpleman0707. Everything else is Black Belt Collective. Our website. If you haven't checked out our new website, go check it out. It's really cool. HuntingtonBeachSelfDefense.com. Love you guys. Hey, thanks for joining me up today, man. Because you canceled on me on Friday.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if we were ever going to do this again. So thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That's all right. It was good. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it again.
Love you guys. Bye.
See you.
You're so stupid.